Hi everyone. So the purpose of this panel was meant to show our Graverobber character is exhausted from running away in terror. And I had kind of like a rough drawing on there, but as you can see I decided at the last second, let's try a different pose. I was going to lean him over against the wall and have him have his hand on his knee, you know, to show the exhaustion there. And I think this was a much more powerful pose, and I'm not sorry that I went ahead and changed. That's kind of the fun thing about digital is, you know, you could just throw on another layer or just redraw it, and it's no problem. A lot easier than trying to redraw a whole panel, which might necessitate drawing a whole page if you're going analog. That said, I was just thinking about something I saw on Twitter the other day, which was Donald DeLay, and he was saying, I just realized I've been approaching digital tools as an analog artist rather than using the digital tools for what they can actually provide. And I'm the same way, by the way, but I'm not sorry about it. I want to approach, you know, I'm using Procreate here. I want to approach it as if it were an analog tool and then just kind of avail myself of the benefits of digital, like for example layers, or you know, being able to undo things. I know that in the real world you don't get any undos. I do practice a lot on real pencils and real paper, and I did the live stream last night where I was doing some sketches. And I'm going to continue doing that for a while. I think I probably need to do about 100 female portraits to improve on those. I've been looking at the art of Shane Glines, who I really like. I really like the way he does his cartoon figures and his faces. So I'm going to try and continue with that. And maybe those will be live streams and maybe not, but I'm going to be doing them regardless, just using pencil. I have one of those paper stump things that you can use for shading, and that works pretty good. It's, you know, I would, if I wasn't using that, I would probably be using like maybe like a light gray marker or a light gray watercolor marker. The problem is that particular sketchbook, the paper's too thin to really apply markers or to really apply anything wet. For a while I was using a water brush with some inky water, and it just kind of degraded the paper too much. But I think I found kind of a good medium there by just using the pencil on that kind of sketchbook. I have a regular watercolor sketchbook as well, but you know, once you have the regular watercolor paper, you want to use watercolors, right? They just look nice on it. All right, anyways, so here's our character. He's exhausted. In the next panel, he'll be looking at the ring in his hand. He's stolen the ring from the body, and I think I've got 2 more panels on this page to do. 3 panels. Let me take a look. Sometimes I forget what I've done. Oh yeah, I have him looking around and then he sees himself in front of a pawn shop. I'm going to have him sell off the ring or something. He'll go into the pawn shop and maybe he'll come out with a fistful of dollars or something. And then we'll have some more weird stuff happen. Alright, please like, follow, and subscribe. We're going to be continuing to work on comics every day. Thanks so much for like, follow, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you later.